What's poppin' Korea? This is Brian, and you're listening to our open studio here on TBS efm 101.3. What's up? Woo! It is a full house today, isn't it, Olivia?
Oh my gosh, the biggest audience we've had yet.
I totally agree. And you say full house, it's poker hand. Usually you need 5 cards for that, and we've got 5 million people here.
I was thinking more like the Full House TV show.
Right.
Family.
So who's the twins?
Uncle
who's
Jesse.
the twins?
Uncle, I don't know.
Okay.
You and me are the twins. Wait, they were girls, weren't they?
But you
It's
had
okay.
the twins playing the one part, though, on that show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They played one character together.
Yeah.
I forgot everyone's name.
That's got to be easy money when you have a twin and one takes a break, but you're still making money off your twin.
I think the reason they did that, though, because the kids were so young and they throw temper tantrums and they just, okay, you go out, bring your sister in, she'll do the same
And I
part.
think you can only work a certain
Wow.
number of hours because
Yeah.
there's like child protection laws.
And now I think they're the richest twins in the world.
Yes,
Yes.
multi-billion-dollar empire.
What's their names again? I forgot.
Mary
Olsen.
Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Right, the Olsen twins, yes.
Yeah.
Their
Yes, the
sister's
Olsen
an actress
twins.
now.
The what?
She's in the new Old Boy, the remake.
Who is?
Their sister.
They have another
Their
sister?
Yes.
Their sister on the show?
I did
or
not
the
know.
sister
In real life.
Ah,
She's
okay.
a legit actress.
I did not know that.
Oh, okay,
All right.
so she's going to play the daughter of...
Yes, Josh Brolin.
Okay, that's interesting and scary and creepy. Okay.
All right.
All
Well,
the
with that said, we'll discuss that over this next song. The first song, actually, of the hour is by Fall Out Boy, and the song is called what?
Sugar, we're going down.
This is What's Poppin' with Brian Ju.
Olivia Lim.
And Eugene Hua.
And we're on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas.
GFN 98.7 in Gwangju.
And 98.7 in Yosu.
93.7. Yes.
98.7 in Gwangju, 93.7 in Yosu. You're
Yes,
right.
there
I'm
you
sorry.
go. Now, how do you get in contact with us here at What's Poppin'? It's pretty simple. How do we do that, Eugene?
Yeah, you could send us a text at pound or sharp 1013 for a 51 charge.
That's a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
51s.
Has anyone ever texted us?
Of course.
Oh, really?
All
the
the time. Girl, listen to our program. Anyways, you can also send us a tweet, too, at TBS What's Poppin'.
Or for free, you can email us at efmpoppin@gmail.com.
Yes, you can also send us a Kakao Talk message via TBS EFM as your plus friend.
That's also free, of course.
And of course, as usual, I'd like to announce that you can join us for our live studios that air on Fridays
Yep.
and are recorded on Wednesdays.
Correct.
That's right. If you would like to attend, please send an email to efmpoppin@gmail.com
Yes.
and we'll get you situated.
Yes, and that's what the people here did as well. They're here in the studio with us. We have fans from the States, from France, from Korea, and Japan. Thank you guys for coming in today. We're going to have a great, great time. So now you guys know what's going on. We got to get into the Word Up Words of the Week. Now, Olivia, like I
Yes.
always ask, do you know the words of the week?
It looks like the words of the week were wild,
Yes.
bird, pretty,
Yes.
and applause.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you very much. I try.
I was hoping you messed up so I could be like, you look so dumb right now. The Rihanna song. Because that's Take a Bow, you know. It's a good song. So now you guys know that we're going to have to put this in a skit, all the words. And once you hear the word in the skit, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? You're supposed to say it and then he'll do it. Just say it. It's
What?
all good.
Well-
What happens?
What happens when you say the word of the day?
You've been on the
Eugene
show
hits
enough.
the xylophone.
Okay, I was about to say, you've been on the show long enough to not even have to look at the script and just be like, ad-lib the whole show.
Okay, I'm trying to do both because sometimes we do go back to the script and then I don't want to lose my place and be like, So, it's a complicated thing.
You are
gotta
professional.
be on your feet.
Yes.
And
On
you
your-
have
All right, then
to-
stand up and do the show.
Can
you sit
I?
on your
Should I
feet.
really?
You sit on your feet. Corny
Figure of
joke.
speech.
Okay, so Olivia and Brian, what do you think the skit's going to be like with those words?
Bird watching.
Bird watching.
Because they're pretty.
Okay.
Bird watching.
And you applaud the birds. You're like, yes, birds are awesome. Woo!
They're not extinct.
I mean, you could say bird watching, or maybe it's a visit to the zoo.
So you're going to applaud for the elephants and everything?
Everything.
Okay.
And birds attack and poke my eye out and blood. I just got into a gory vibe.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a
I'm thinking like
horror movie.
You know, like an Alfred Hitchcock movie, The Bird Attack.
Yes.
The birds.
Yeah, right?
The
Yes.
birds. That was good.
That would have been awesome if you were like a horror movie script. Oh, we need to do that.
Oh, horror?
Coming soon. This October. I told you not to go in there. She walked into the wrong room. Like, something very cool.
Yes, that would be
You
good.
need to do something like that.
Brian
Alrighty.
Ju in Gepyeon. No.
I love it.
I told them not to go there. That'd be awesome.
All right,
that'd
so
be
shall we get on
hilarious.
with this skit?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
All right, action.
More marshmallows, Olivia.
Thanks, Brian. I never thought camping could be so fun. I applaud your effort in planning this trip.
Why did I sound all naggy? Anyways, you've never been camping before? You've never been camping before?
No, I haven't. I've always been afraid to be out there in the wild.
Well, I'm really glad you like it. Everything out here is nature is so pretty.
Everything?
Yeah, well, you've got the leaves and the trees, and the bees making honey, and the birds singing.
Tell me more about the birds and the bees, Brian. Tell me how you can get wild.
Well, sure. The birds, aka dinosaurs that are still living these days, they go out and get wood for their nests. And the bees, they make the honey, and honey's really sweet.
Brian, I'm getting cold. Isn't there something we could do to get, a little warmer?
Oh, well, sure, we could just sit closer to the fire.
No, I mean, like, in our tent. We can't build a fire in there,
Okay, well, that's why I brought my special heating pads. All you have to do is shake them around in your hands, and they produce heat. See? Roughing it is not so bad. And I always follow the Boy Scout motto. I'm always prepared.
Well, I guess you are. Good night, Brian. I'm going to bed.
What's that girl's problem?
Very nice.
What just happened?
Very nice.
I was so scared. I didn't read that one.
Me neither.
Well,
I had to
both
hold
of
back
you
all
were
that laughter.
roasting marshmallows, And I guess
It was cold.
yes.
Today's
wanted
word of the
fire.
day for Eugene is deprived.
Come on. No,
Alrighty.
it was like you guys actually maybe like each other. It's just that maybe Brian didn't pick up on that.
I'm one of those school geeks who never know.
Yes.
Want to really camp. That's all I wanted
Right,
to
you
do.
wanted to impress her with your knowledge of camping. And
Exactly. What the funny thing is? I've never actually went camping.
Really?
Yeah, me
Never.
neither. Not like that.
My idea of camping when I was growing up, me and my brother bought a tent, and we built it in our backyard. I slept there over one night. That's it.
I think that's a Korean thing. I did that too.
No, well, yeah. A lot of people do that.
Yeah, in the backyard. It's just easier because, let's go camping. Okay, boom, backyard. All of a sudden, you get hungry. Mom!
Well,
she's in the kitchen making hot
I
dogs
was
and
actually a Boy
hamburgers.
Scout, so
Oh, really?
I've done all
Is
the
that the
camping.
Boy Scout?
That is the
thing?
Boy Scout symbol. Yes, you hold
Opa,
your three
she
fingers
saw.
up. Well, thank you. Except for it wasn't considered cool when I was in it, so everyone was making fun of me.
Really?
Yes, I
I was envious.
I had to wear the Boy Scout uniform to school, and everyone's laughing at me and everything.
I was so happy because I was like, man, they get to eat all them cookies, those good cookies.
Yeah, and there's Cub
That's Girl
Scouts,
Scouts,
and
man.
there's Cub Scouts, and there's Boy Scouts, right?
What's the difference?
Cub Scouts is for the younger boys, and Boy Scouts is for the older boys.
okay.
But there's this thing in the middle where you're transitioning from
Cub
Scouts
Scout
to Boy
into-
Scouts, and people
called
always
puberty.
no, it's called Weeblos,
I've heard of Weeblos.
and people used to make
Wow.
fun of us all the
Stop.
time
Let's
because
not
of
get into detail
it.
with that
It stands
word.
for We'll Be Loyal Scouts.
Okay.
We be los, right?
Wait, can you be like a 40-year-old Boy Scout? Is there an age limit?
No, you when you're 18,
know what?
when you're 18 and you can be a Boy Scout. Once you turn 19, you can't be a Boy Scout.
I'm going to start my
Really?
own crew. It's going to be called Man Scout. We're older people.
Man
Or
Scout?
old Scouts.
Or you could just still join the Boy Scouts and be like a troop leader or something like
You
that.
could.
Even at the age of 50?
Yeah, if you're a troop leader, you're like the adults that are
Or the teacher of the Boy
yeah,
Scouts.
basically.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Were they all that age? Because that's kind of weird.
No, usually it was like the boys' dads, so they'd be in their 30s and 40s mostly.
Okay.
So
Alright,
they were all good
alright.
people actually.
Well, we still have to get into the second act, y'all.
Haha, the second act.
The second scene, we're going to be doing a little bit of a Glee vibe.
Yes.
Musical vibe.
And this is a
So-
continuation off of the last scene, but it's since we're doing a musical today, you're going to be singing about what just
Emotion.
happened and how you feel, both of you.
Well, because
So-
musicals, like when characters sing in a musical, it's because their emotions are elevated. I remember that's
That
what my
is
teacher
true.
was telling me.
That is true.
Okay.
So it's everything is high stakes in a
And since
musical.
both of you have experience in musicals, I thought this would be really good because both of you are really good at acting. So,
What should we call the scene?
Act 4.
well,
Love?
I guess the name of the
Maybe
song
Love?
or something is Unrequited Love, ? Of course not. I don't know.
That's the long title. I was hoping
Yes.
a simple,
Okay.
what love?
Or Wild Love or something.
Wild
Or
Love, fine.
looking
Because
up
we're-
at the stars.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the musical version of Wild Love.
Okay.
Oh, night moon, I keep telling him that I am in need of companionship.
Oh, starlight, why is it that she always seems to be so angry?
Take me. I'm here for you. But why can't I just tell you straight?
Out here in the woods, we sit together, but for some reason, I feel like we're far apart.
I am your friend.
Are you my friend?
But I want so much more.
What more do you want? I spent all week planning this trip for you.
I am your friend.
Are we friends?
But I want to be your lover.
I'm starting to think that you actually hate me. Out here in the wild, with the pretty birds, and all I wanna know is if this is
going somewhere. No one has to know.
That was great. Both of you did a really good job. I was impressed.
Were you impressed?
I was impressed.
Wow, that was on the fly and everything.
Yes, you.
on the fly.
Yeah.
No, but like you basically freestyled the melody there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, move over all your High School Musical kids. We coming. What?
Yeah. Move over, Les Mis.
Yeah, watch out for B&O.
Railroad.
Brian and Olivia.
Yeah, because we got great B.O.
Well,
Coming soon for 2014 on Broadway. The new
B&O.
musical written by Eugene Huang, starring Olivia Lim. All I want to know. And Brian Ju. Are we friends? In Wild Love.
Hey, we should do that.
I'd watch it.
Yes.
Winning Tony, wasn't it Tony's?
Yeah,
The Tonys
on
for the
Broadway.
musical? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Broadway's. Awesome. Well, we had a lot of fun, but right now we got to listen to a song to get things back in order. This is Imagine Dragons with It's Time. That was Imagine Dragons with It's Time. I love Imagine Dragons. Are you familiar with that group?
No, I've never heard of them.
They're fairly new, aren't they? Yes.
Where are they from?
I don't know where they're from, but they had a song on a soundtrack for the movie The Host.
Speaking of Imagine Dragons, and it's time now for an interview with a loyal listener.
So
How is that a
connection?
segue from
Yes.
Imagine Dragons?
Speaking of
Because
Imagine
it's
Dragons.
time. It's time.
Oh, their song.
Oh, okay.
유진 오빠 너무 맛있어요.
Why? Thank you.
Oh my gosh, Eugene, you have a fan in the audience. Awesome.
I have a fan in the audience.
Well, she keeps saying you're 멋있어, I'm saying.
Oh, I see
Yes.
what you're saying. Yeah.
Not a fan like
Oh my God, Brian, you're so hot! Oh, you have one too. Look at that.
He's got 5 million. That's
Of course.
the audience.
Olivia.
Oh my gosh.
I love you.
That's a stalker.
I want to drink
Hey,
your
don't
blood.
judge by the voice. Don't judge by the voice. Because all he wants to know is this going somewhere?
Is this going somewhere?
Where?
Somewhere out there.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, Eugene was saying we have someone special with us again today.
Yes.
Can you introduce her?
This is Adriana Villanueva.
Adriana.
Or Villanueva, right? Yes. Okay, yes, thank you.
Why do you make her sound Italian? Adriana. She's not Italian.
So it's fun to say it like that.
Well, that could be an Italian name.
It could be an Italian name.
It could be,
Yeah.
but the way you said it was just funny
It's
because we
very
know
Italian.
she's not.
Well,
Adriana, did you eat your pasta today?
How have you been, Adriana?
Oh, good. Working, hot, trying to stay cool.
How do you like to
Whoa,
stay cool?
the way she connected that sounded cool. It was like working hot.
Trying to stay cool.
I work out, she works hot. Yes.
No, actually,
Awesome.
on Facebook, sometimes when I'm at work, I'll see like the status updates of all of our listeners, and she had an update recently that said,
was it?
this being single thing is working out. I think I'm the one. Like that's pretty funny, right?
What's that mean? This being single thing is working out.
Yeah.
I think I'm the one.
Well, like when you fall in love with somebody, I think she's the one,
Uh-huh.
right? But I think I'm the one because you're single, right? I thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
That's cute.
So are you
I was confused for a little
actually
bit.
single?
I am single.
How is that possible?
Question is, how long have you been single for?
Personal.
Well, it's not personal. I'm not asking, girls hate it when a guy's like, how much do you weigh? I wouldn't ask girls that.
Officially single, like a good 2 years or so.
That's not long.
Me too.
I have a friend. I hope she's not listening right now, but she's been single for 8.5 years.
Wow.
She's never kissed a man for 8.5 years. She's
Well,
never touched a man's hand for 8.5 years.
Sometimes you just need that time to recover and get over
I don't
something.
think it's weird. I don't think it's
I've
weird.
dated, but I'm
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I've been
In an actual relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. I think that's healthy.
I think so,
but,
too.
in the near future, you do want to get married. You're not one of those people like, oh, I hate marriage.
If I found somebody that I was compatible with, sure.
Okay.
What is your ideal type? Besides Brian Ju, of course. And besides
course.
me, of course. You know,
I know, you're
I'm
so
sorry,
taken.
I'm married, right?
Yeah.
Shame. Yes. I don't know. I don't really have like a type. As long as we can have fun together and somebody who makes me laugh.
Oh, girl, have fun together. All right. Well, anyways, we got to play a song for you guys right now. And this is requested by Jennifer. And she's actually in the audience of 2 million people here today.
5 million.
It's a track by Giggs featuring Ailey, and the song is called Wash Away. Welcome back to part 2 of What's Poppin'. And now it's time to listen to my song. This is Brian Ju singing Pretty Woman.
변해가는 내 모습이 난 정말 놀라워. 그래도 난 네가 너무 예뻐. 네가 뭐를 해도 다 예뻐.
That was the go-to guy of the hour, the sexy man himself. What's his name, y'all?
Wait, who's the
Eugene.
sexy man?
Eugene came out with a single?
No.
Nice.
Brian, that was Brian, of course.
That was
And
my newest single, me, Brian Ju. B to the R to the IAN, JOO.
What?
Single is called what?
Pretty Woman.
And the song is dedicated to who?
All
All
the beautiful
my
ladies
BFFs.
out there.
Of course.
Yes. And we have a Japanese fan in the studio right now for the first time. She's heard it for the first time today. And it's funny because I was asking her, I was like, how do you like this song? She goes, nice. But first time, so stop talking to me. She did not want me to ask her.
Yes.
Do you like the song?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you very much. But right now we're back in the studio and we are talking to our friend Adriana, or we'll just do it in American accent. Adriana.
Thank you.
Adriana.
So Adriana is in the studio with us and we're asking her, some questions about, her life with men and her relationship stuff. But right now, we'll change the questions up. You guys anything curious about Adriana?
Yeah, actually, how long have you been in Korea now?
Going on 6 months.
6
Oh, not
months.
too long.
Okay, so you're out of the honeymoon phase, or are you still in it? you think?
Kind of out.
Okay.
Still like
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Have you lived overseas before coming here, or?
I only did Costa Rica for about a month for study
Costa
abroad.
Rica. Yeah. Okay.
Costa Rica.
I would love to go to
That's
Costa
like a
Rica.
vacation.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, I bet. So, it's Friday. What are your plans for this weekend?
Well, since I'm just getting paid today, first thing I'm going to do is go online and get Brian's single.
Of course. Yes.
Look at that.
Yes, and
I love you.
and maybe salsa dancing.
Oh. Where do you go salsa dancing in Korea?
I've done it in Itaewon, but I know that there's areas in Hongdae as well.
And now is it a class or is it like an actual
Club.
Wow.
Salsa club.
I wonder, when you do the salsa dancing, is it mostly foreigners, or are there also
There's
Koreans
a
in there, too?
mix, actually, a mix of Korean and foreigners.
And would you say there are more Korean women or Korean men?
You've seen a mix.
I think, yeah, just mix. Actually,
Now,
yeah.
when you sign up for salsa, do they give you nachos?
Ba-dum.
I made y'all
There you go.
I don't need sound effects. I'm making
that was good.
myself.
That's
So
right.
why do they
Yes.
call
We
it
have no
salsa
budget.
dancing, though? Is there a reason? Like, is there a relation to the spice salsa?
I mean, the dance is pretty spicy itself.
It's hot. It's
Yeah.
a sexy
Girl.
dance.
Very
Cray, cray.
sensual.
It is.
Okay, so
Samba,
that makes
bachata.
sense now because you're single and you're going. You gotta like cool off.
That
somehow,
could work.
you know?
I've seen some movies like that. You're just in the club. You see some single dudes. You're the single girl sitting down, and all of a sudden you're like, "That's my song, girl." You get up, you do your salsa dancing, and all the guys will be like, "Oh, hey, mommy, you look very sexy," and then they go up to you and start dancing with you. You know what I'm saying?
that one would creep me
I
out.
sounded like a Puss in Boots, little cat.
Mamacita.
Oh, that's so funny.
But I mean, that could happen. That's a
that
good
could
thing.
happen, but I don't know of any happy ending story where it starts off
A
where you
random
meet
dude
at in
coming
a
up to you?
bar.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I met my wife in a bar.
Okay,
Really?
well,
That
you're
is
the exception.
Happy ending story, maybe.
But were you the
Of
one
course it is.
dancing?
Of course it is.
Were you the one dancing, or was she dancing, or how did it?
Actually, neither of us were dancing. She was actually on a blind date with someone else.
Holy moly! You
He stole her away.
You
Well,
stole the dude's date.
I was managing the bar,
Okay.
and I went to talk to them because they looked really bored.
Oh,
And
so you
then-
weren't actually a customer at the bar. I'm talking about you going out hoping to meet a nice somebody.
Yeah, no,
But you were
that's,
just-
that has never really.
So
happened.
yours situation just happened.
Yeah.
accidentally.
Well, I mean,
Oh, that's
we
awesome.
started talking, and then the guy was like getting angry because I was talking to her too much, I guess. And he's like, "Let's get out of here. I want to go." And she's like, "Yeah, you can go."
Oh, she said, "Hit the road, Jack, because I'm staying with Eugene. You know?
Exactly.
Not exactly, but yes, she did that, and then he kept calling for the next 3 or 4 months, and she's like, "Stop calling me."
Really?
Speaking of people calling for 2, 3, or 4 months, has anyone here had an annoying person who just like, I need you, I know you're the one for me, and just keep calling you and nagging you and showing up at work? Have you had?
Showing up at work.
You know, I'm not gonna say. Yeah, back in the day, I actually had a friend. I thought we were just good friends, but she would like meet me during my lunch break at work,
Oh man.
and I'd be like, "Hey, what you doing here?" And she'd be like, "Oh, just in the neighborhood, and thought maybe I'd stop by. What are you doing?" And she knew it was my lunch break, so I was
Yeah.
like, "I gotta go on my lunch break." She goes, "Oh, what a quinky-dink! It's my lunch break too. Let's go grab some meat." And she would do this every other day, and I caught on later. I'm like, "We need to stop. We could be friends, but if you can keep doing this, I don't want to lead you on, blah, blah, blah." And then, oh my gosh, I was thinking that movie Vanilla Sky with Tom Cruise, where she drove off the bridge, and I thought that was going to happen.
Really?
When Cameron Diaz was like, "Wah!" and tried to kill them both.
Oh my gosh.
Can't
Yes.
say
That's
that I've
scary.
ever had that happen to me, but I've been that person before.
You have?
Well, in
Try
high
to kill somebody?
No, I mean, in high school, like, there was this girl that I liked that was in one class with me, so I would, walk by her locker, even if it's out of the way of
But
my
yeah,
class.
that's not creepy stalker.
That's
more
a little
like
different. That's
a cute high school
innocent.
kid.
Yeah,
He's
that's puppy
infatuated.
love. I think everyone's done that.
Okay.
What about you, Adriana?
Well, kind of in high school, I had this one guy who wrote a lot of poetry about me.
Oh,
That's not bad.
Wait,
That's
that's
romantic.
cool at
Sweet.
first, but when he's like, "Oh, how I
Again,
love your
and
hair.
again,
It smells
and
like the
again.
breeze."
Yes.
It's still very sweet.
Yeah,
That would be like me being in love with Adriana and writing her poetry like, "Roses are red, violets are blue. I need you, my new Mrs. Jew."
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
See?
freestyling, Brian. Jew.
Freestyling off the top of my head.
Swoony.
No,
That
see,
was
the
so
thing
good.
about
That
the poetry, though,
so
like maybe
good.
the first or second time it's cool, and then the 34th time
Yes.
you're like, "Okay, dude, you're obsessed." Like,
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what's worse is not even you thinking that the person's obsessed. Is when your friends come up to you like, "You have a stalker.
yeah.
You need to get that person out of your life." And that's when you realize like, "Oh man, maybe that's true."
Wait, Olivia, have you ever had a stalker before?
I've actually had a stalker. I haven't had someone write me poems or whatever. But when I lived in LA, I had like an outdoor parking spot in the alley, and like one of the neighbors from across like just figured out what time I came home at night, which
Oh.
was pretty late.
Oh,
and
jeez.
so like at one point he was outside smoking a cigarette every single time I pulled in, and it was just getting so weird. I had to buy a thing of mace, and I had to street park it for a while.
Actually, what if you found out he just lived there on the street with a cigarette?
If he just slept on the street,
You never know.
peed on the street.
Or maybe he was
bonus.
like your neighbor or something, right? I mean,
He was my neighbor, but the thing is, he was never there
Always
outside
there.
smoking, previously.
But he's
then
always
when
there
he
when you
figured
show up.
out, yeah, the
schedule.
time I got home, like, he
I
was there every day.
see.
And he'd just be staring at me.
so did he ever talk to
Creepy.
you or anything? Or
No, he just stared at me with those creepy eyes. Those are moments where it's just like, I'm a girl, and this sucks right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, we're going to try to make you not feel all creeped out right now. We have a song request from Adriana.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
And actually, I saw the song request earlier. I was thinking, I haven't heard this song in years. I remember this group,
Yeah, it's a good summer
BB
jam.
Mac. And the song is called Back Here. And this song was released in 2001. It's an old school track.
gosh.
Check it out, y'all. That was BB Mac with Back Here. That's a great track. And we had fun. I was imitating, like,
we did.
what it would be like if I was in a band.
It would be great if we had a camera in here that we could broadcast on TV.
They filmed everything on their cell phones.
That
I
is
saw
true.
that.
Let's
The
check out
world needs
I
to
don't
YouTube.
see
care.
what just happened.
Yeah, because I'm a goofball.
It was
Yes.
amazing.
It was
But-
great.
Awesome.
If you were in a band, honestly, if you guys were in a band, who would you want to be?
The drummer. The
But
drummer's
you,
always
Jim?
the coolest
Well,
one.
I was in a band and I was the lead singer actually.
See? Being a vocalist, I agree with Olivia on that. I want to be the drummer, because you see all these movies about bands sometimes.
Yeah.
And of course, the front guy, the singer, is always like, oh, heartthrob, he's handsome. But the mysterious drummer, the one never speaks, just smiles and sings along.
Wearing sunglasses,
Yes.
just in his own
just
world.
like in the movie, doing that thing you do. He just wears the shades.
Shades. He was called Shades.
Yeah, but the thing is, like,
That's
the drummer really never gets any publicity. Like, can you really think of a...
Ringo Starr.
Travis Barker.
Okay. Or Metallica, you had the Lars Ulrich guy.
Exactly.
And those are the names they still remember. Travis Barker's probably the only name I know from
Blink-182.
Right, but if you think about
What?
if you think about like the really really popular bands like Van Halen, who's the drummer? Like,
That's true, but that's why you need that mysterious, charismatic drummer in the band who just smiles and is like, and winks at
what was that
everybody.
band that had the one-armed drummer? That was
There's a one-armed
yeah,
drummer?
Def Leppard. They had a one-armed drummer. That was pretty cool.
But
Like,
see,
but
now
I don't know
people
his
know
name.
him as the one-armed drummer.
Yeah, they
though.
don't know his
He
name,
still
though.
got
That's the
charisma.
problem.
He got skills.
Yes, he does.
But most importantly, right now we're back on What's Poppin'. People are wondering like, what's going on?
Oh,
What's going
with
on?
Nirvana.
Nirvana.
The drummer,
Dave
Grohl.
Yes, he became
I don't know
the
his name.
lead singer
Or
of
the Goo
I didn't know
Goo.
his
No,
name.
Foo Fighters.
the Foo Fighters.
The Goo Fighters.
Well, because there's the Goo Goo
And
Dolls. But
he also got us in trouble on this show several times because we played a song that he had
He
some bad
didn't get us in
words.
trouble. You chose a song for our show. But anyways, that's not important.
Yes.
Right now we got to get into what
true.
or
False.
Yes.
Yes, it's true or false. Today's true or false is about wasted food.
Oh.
So, you guys, you shouldn't waste food, but sometimes it happens.
You sound like my mom.
I want to ask you, what would you do in this situation? So, you're eating some cookies. You
Oh, that
acci-
sounds good right now.
You accidentally drop one on the floor. Do you A?
The whole cookie?
Yes.
Oh.
Do you A, pick it up quickly, dust it off and eat it? Or B, clean the floor and throw the food away?
Where are we?
Yeah, it matters
Outside or
where we
inside?
are.
Where are we?
In your house? Like,
My house, I eat it off the floor. What?
Yeah.
I'm clean. What? That's how I do. Recognize who?
Yeah, if it was inside my house, I'd just brush it off and eat it.
okay, what if you were like out in, I don't know, a field somewhere?
A field?
Yeah, just,
Like in the countryside?
yeah, a grassy field.
Is there like poop around? Like I'm thinking cows.
What did you just say?
Is there poop around the field?
Is there...
We don't know that.
Like,
If
are there
there's
cows? Are
feces or
there
anything.
animals?
Well, obviously,
Who knows?
you know
Maybe-
how long,
maybe yes.
you know how old this planet is. I'm pretty sure an animal has stepped on that ground once or twice.
Well, no.
No,
It took you that long to think about that.
No, you wouldn't eat it, or
You're
no, you
trifling.
wouldn't?
I wouldn't eat it. Trifling. Doesn't that mean sad? You're trifling.
You were
like-
sad.
It means
though.
petty.
Petty,
Trifling means petty? No,
sad. It could be both, but I'm saying
Yeah.
you are trifling.
I'm sorry.
To think about if anything falls on the floor out of my house, not going to my mouth.
All right, in my case, generally, if I throw something on the floor and it's not like a wet food, I'll
You'll eat it?
pick it up.
You know
and
that
eat it.
saying, God made dirt and dirt don't hurt?
Yes.
When
yes.
I was a kid, my lunch would fall to the ground all the time and I'd eat it.
Yeah. So
then-
there is
I never heard
something
that
that
phrase.
kids
Really?
have. God made her dirt
Dirt don't hurt.
You never heard that?
Dirt do hurt when it comes squirt squirt. What?
Wow. Yeah. Anyway, so there's something called the 5-second rule that kids have.
We all know this
The
rule.
5-second rule. It
I
means,
actually say
okay.
that still today.
Oh, yeah.
Well, today
explain what
it's
it
the
is.
3-second
Explain
rule.
what it is.
So basically, we hang out with your friends, you have something to eat, you have it in your hand, someone say knock it out of your hand by accident,
Yeah.
and it falls on the ground, and you pick it up before 5 seconds, you go 5-second roll, and you still eat it.
Yeah, so the 5-second rule is that if you pick up the food or you rescue the food in 5 seconds or less, then there will be no germs on it and it will be safe to eat. So, today's true
People do
or-
that with like dining out. Like if they drop it on the table,
Well, the
they'll
tables
apply the.
The table's clean.
should be clean.
It should be, but
Yeah,
I don't
I-
do that. I just go like this. If it falls on the table, boop. I was like, don't touch it because I know you aren't going to eat it. I
No,
am.
but I mean, okay. What about like in you're in a restaurant and you have the chopsticks and the chopsticks fall on the floor? Are you gonna be
Oh,
that?
if the chopsticks fall on the floor,
Yeah.
you get a new pair of
Heck,
chopsticks.
yes.
Are you kidding?
Because
You put that in
shoes and
your
stuff-
mouth.
Yeah,
But it's really, really, really busy and you don't want to trouble the waitress.
Oh, forget it. Okay, if it's really, really busy, I'll use. Wait, I was gonna tell you use the other end, but if it dropped on the floor, it doesn't make sense.
Okay,
You
well,
weird,
no.
you ghetto.
For
I
me-
go up and get it myself.
For me, like I'm a pretty nice guy, so I'll just wipe it off with a napkin.
No,
A
Some
napkin
people
ain't
might say
gonna
that's
sanitize
gross,
it.
but I haven't really ever gotten sick from that. I think.
I have.
That's what you think. What do you think you look right now? Just joking.
Oh,
I'm just joking, guys. Come on.
Oh my god! Just because I have lupus.
I feel so mean now.
Okay, so the true or false question is the 5-second rule true or false? What do you think?
That's false.
False.
False? What do you think, audience?
unanimous. It's false.
You guys can speak up.
It's what, audience?
False.
Okay, they said false. Yes. All right, so we will find out after this next song.
All right, this is Trey Songz with Missing You. That was Trey Songz with Missing You. Now, Eugene, you got to go over the answer because we are out of time already.
Okay, the answer to the true or false question is, of course, this is false, but the study that they did to prove it found that women are more likely to pick the food up off the floor than men because
Really?
they are more into like conserving their resources and don't want to waste stuff.
Oh,
Not
I
in
did
this
not know
case.
that.
Okay, so that's
Alrighty.
pretty interesting.
Well, there you go. There you go, y'all. Y'all learned something new about the 5-second rule. And that's all we have right now is 5 seconds before we got to go. So this last song of the hour is by Creed. The song is called One. We want to thank all the listeners who came out today. Olivia, Eugene, we had a great time. This is Brian Ju.
Olivia Lim.
Eugene Huang.
Signing off.
Peace.
Chicken Grace!